What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Better Biomed. Guys, today we're going to talk about etiquette and first contact etiquette, right? This is something I wouldn't normally think I'd have to explain, but gosh, everybody's messing this up and it gives a bad first impression. And maybe it's an old school thing, but I don't think so. So let's talk about, first off, email etiquette. First contact email etiquette. I can't tell you how many emails I've gotten that are like, attached is my resume, I'm interested in the job. Who are you? Who are you? If that's the way you contact me and I've never talked to you before, you say, attached is my resume or I'm interested in the job. Who are you? Come on, guys. Email etiquette. First words on the top of that email should be, hello, Mr. Barber. Attached is my resume. My name is Justin Barber. I'm a, biomed student, and I'm really interested in a position in Nashville, Tennessee area, right? And, then you tell them, attaches my resume, and I'd love to stay in touch. Thank you for your time. Finish it off with a proper salutation. You would not believe how many people just completely lose their mind. This is the easiest thing to get out there. You could even have a template for emails, but it should just be in your mind to type out proper introduction, proper salutation at the end. Say thank you for your time. Not like, hey, I'm interested in the job. Who are you? Goodness, you think I'm going to introduce somebody to you? If that's the way you approach people on email? You're out of your mind. And if you ever email somebody and it has anything to do with your future, not necessarily like they're going to get you a job. Maybe they know somebody that might have a job eventually. Maybe they're just in a pretty good position. If you ever email somebody that's above your station and it's not like you already work for the company, you should include your resume in there. Just include your resume. If I say to a company that, hey, I really like your company, I'm going to write the salutation, the introduction. Hello, Mr. such and such, Mrs. whatever, or to whom it may concern. Those are fine. But then I'm going to tell them who I am. I'm Justin Barber. Those should be the first words at the top. And then I'd be really interested in a position at the North Charleston location, because I'm in North Charleston right now. Attached is a copy of my resume. I appreciate your time and consideration. It's not that hard anymore to write an email, especially with AI. But you guys are just losing your damn minds. I get things like, yo, this is my resume. Yo? What the hell is that? You guys are crazy. So, a proper email, regardless, if it's anybody that's going to have something to do with your future, include a copy of your resume. That gives us a photo of who you are, and an impression of who you are. Because if you state what your goals are and you show us who you are, people will help you reach your goals. They really will, especially in this community. So what about in-person first contact? In-person first contact, you should be already dressed nice. I'm not saying suit, just being presentable. Just be presentable. Your hair's done. You should be wearing something that's reasonably nice. And you should not interrupt somebody. Wait your turn. And then when they're finally free, go up and you shake their hand. Don't just stand there. You reach your hand out and say, hello, Mr. or Mrs., whoever they are. Or hello, sir. Hello, ma'am. If you don't know how to say their name or whatever. My name is. And then you shake their hand. All right? The handshake is such an important piece of the first contact impression. And people really do get this wrong. There's the people that just grab the fingertips and whatnot. No. Get a grip and look them in the eye. Say, hey, Mr. Barber, I'm such and such, and shake their hand. Don't call them by their first name. You're crazy. Okay? So first contact etiquette, and then at the very end, say, I really appreciate your time, and then you part ways, right? First contact impressions are based on what we see, what we observe. So if you have proper introductions, you introduce yourself. After you say, hello, sir, hello, ma'am, whatever, you introduce yourself. You get your message across, whatever it is. If it's an email, give them a copy of your resume, attach it. If it's in person and it's somebody you want to approach about a job, get a business card, guys. Even students definitely should have business cards. Has your name, your current title. If you don't have a title, that's fine. Have your address and your contact info. And then on the back, you have my resume and then a QR code that goes to a Google Drive resume. Oh my gosh, I swear to God, the kid that comes up to me with that is going to get hired. It's for sure. It's just, if you think that far ahead, you have a business card as a student and you have your resume attached to it as a QR code on the back, God, that person's going places. So folks, think about that. None of this stuff is hard to do. Business cards, you can print 500 for like what, 20, 30 bucks? It's like 2 Starbucks coffees. I mean, come on guys, this is simple stuff. And first contacts are the most important because you don't necessarily know who that person is. I meet hundreds of people. The first contact is almost always the same, especially if it's somebody that I'm reaching out to myself. And some of you guys that just attach your resume and say, I'm interested in the job. What job? Explain that in your email. Tell me specifics. If I have to send you an email back that says, what location are you interested in? You're already losing points, all right? Your first contact email should contain your entire message that you want to get across. Hello, Mr. Barber. My name is such and such. I'm interested in the position that you advertised for Dallas, Texas. I really appreciate your time. Attached, you'll find my email. Thank you, Justin Barber, at the bottom. Guys, this is simple stuff, all right? First contact is the most important piece of your entire career. You never know who that person's going to be to you. Could be your boss, but more than likely that person knows somebody else that's very important who is going to have an effect on your future. So having a good first impression on every single person you meet is absolutely essential, guys. So we're just humans, and we judge you completely based on our first impression. So if your first impression is crap, well, guess what? You're just like everybody else. You're nothing special. It's so easy to stick out and actually say, hey, I'm impressive. It's really, really easy to do that, guys. Do better. Good luck.